Hey YouTube, David Richter Scale Studios here. If you watched Kiblams Channel lately, you know he's been building infinity terrain with the silhouette portrait. I got one because I saw what he had and I was thinking of other stuff you could do with it. And besides building terrain, I bought some styrene exit and for sale signs, $1 a piece at a hardware store. So very inexpensive. And I want to build some stencils for orc terrain, and you can see there I got some Goth skulls, I got some blood axes, and what else I got going? Besides those, I got some regular skulls, I got the mech cross wrenches and the pain boy bone, and I got these all kind of framed in so they can pop out of the styrene and lay them on a vehicle or a piece of terrain and airbrush a stencil on it, or even sponge or something like that. So what I got it on right now, as you can see, this is called a cutting mat. This is what it comes with. It's like a sticky piece of thicker plastic, and then you load it up into your machine, and you have a blade that goes in. It spins, and it goes from 0 to 10. I'm trying it right now at 7, so let's see if I can cut this out in one go. And then you kind of line up your paper here. See, and try to get that nice and, oops, let me get this on the stand here. Back this up so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So kind of try to line it up. There's nothing really solid about lining it up. I'm kind of eyeballing it with the rollers, so as even as possible. Then there's buttons over on this side. Let's see if I can get that a little bit better. You got some buttons right here. I'm not sure what that one is. This is load, unload, power, and pause. So I'm going to line it up, eyeball it as good as possible, kind of give it a little bit of support so it loads up, and load it in, and that's ready to load. It's loaded. And then we have this here. We have our stuff I drew, and this is very easy to draw with. I might do a video later on how to draw with this thing. Also, you can import, I did the upgraded version of the software, and I can import SVG files and another kind of file from the vector graphic drawings from like Adobe, or what I have is CorelDRAW. So that's even a little more powerful drawing program. But this, I did all this on this program. It was basically just doing basic shapes, putting them close together and welding them. Very intuitive, very easy to use. And then we're gonna, you have a print button up here and a cut. So we're gonna cut it, and we're gonna change the settings. And we're gonna do speed is 5, thickness is that, and we're gonna change this to 7. And that's gray. Now it's on the blade, and then we're gonna cut it, and we're gonna send it over to the thing. And we'll kind of show you what it looks like while it does it. Excuse the lighting today. I don't have all my hot lights set up for the video today. I just kind of wanted to do this last minute. And you can see kind of it's cutting it out nicely and cleanly. So especially for stencils, and also you can see Kiblams doing one. This is probably a 0.2 millimeter paper or plastic card. He's doing full 1 millimeter through this thing, and basically etching it like an etching tool like you do with Kiblams plastic card, and snapping it out. But I'm going to see if I can cut it straight out with this knife. As you can see, it's doing everything that I put on that paper on the software. Oh, get in there. Excuse the see where it kind of put some of these images out, what it looks like. I'm going to let it do its thing, and when it's done, I'm going to come out and I'll show you what it looks like. Thanks for joining me. Okay, we're back, and I was going to hit this, and it releases it from the machine. Oops, I'm going to bump the camera there. And you can see it's all nicely cut. And then there's a little bit of adhesive on this backing, but it's as you use it more and more, it kind of gets less and less tacky. so it's easier to deal with. So these just kind of pop out. It's a number 7, and then we have these little blood axes. And I don't know how about, I don't want to ruin the detail on these. I've had a problem in the past when I was practicing with this thing. So I've been cutting a little bit more than it was in the past, and it's working a lot better. So that's popping out nicely. Also, just in case, I brought a cutting mat. So in case we need to get around any of the other details, you'll probably get in there and just help it along the way so we don't destroy any of the other finer detail trying to pop it out. So far so good on this. Just bend it and pop it. I mean, we're all kind of familiar with scoring plastic card, but a lot of us are probably not doing this kind of detail and just having it so easy to do in seconds. This would be hours and hours of drawing, and getting a clean edge too is very difficult to do unless you're very adept with a hobby knife or a something to score with. Let's see here. Almost got this out. Kind of score it a little bit more with the hobby knife. There we go. Got an axe out. So that's what that looks like. Let's get another one out real quick. Trying to be gentle with it, but not too gentle. Come on, pop. Can't be that difficult. There we go. I'm trying to get that little part of the axe, so that's what we got to worry about, these little tiny details on the ends. There we go with that. There we go. There we go. There. Well, I'm going to come back in a second and pop a couple more of these out. This will probably bore you on this video. I don't waste your time with these precious minutes of trying to... So there we go. We have a, I guess that would be a negative or a positive stencil. That's a positive stencil, and then we'd have a negative stencil there in the background. So I'll be back in a second and show you what a couple of these others look like. Thanks again. We're back real quick. As you can see, I popped out a few, and you can see these can be used on like a side of a Stampa, on vehicles. You make them small enough. They are some of these little, like the teeth and stuff are delicate to get them out. So I would recommend using a cutting mat and a scalpel or a hobby knife to help pop those out. But this will save so much time, time saver. Can you imagine you're doing Space Marines? You want to do tactical rhinos and maybe your storm talons. You can easily just quick arrows on this thing. Print this out. You have a stencil ready to go and reusable. It's plastic, obviously. So just mask them on or silly putty them on and spray away. So I can't wait to get to use these. And I got to thank Kiblams again. I'm going to put his channel information below in the description, and check out his stuff. He's a really awesome channel, and I really got to thank him coming up. I never even thought about using this before until I saw that. And he was using it for making terrain, and I just thought, wow, this would be kind of cool to make really detailed stencils and an easy way to cut them out and to save them on, if I ruin one, no big deal. I have it on the computer saved, and I got a $1 piece of styrene for sale sign, and I can print these out all day long. So as usual, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll have some more up soon. Thanks again.